Hello there and welcome to the Web News with our pick of the stories making the online headlines. Coming up on today's show, strong concerns over Nigeria's decision to delay elections. Fiji to remove the Union Jack from its flag. And an extreme climber scales the partially frozen Niagara Falls. Nigeria has postponed the presidential and parliamentary elections scheduled for this weekend as the Boko Haram conflict intensifies in the northeast. The Electoral Commission has said the elections will be delayed by 6 weeks and will now take place on March 28th because there wouldn't be enough troops available to patrol the vote, and the authorities needed more time to secure areas under the control of the Islamist extremist group. The decision is a contentious one, and Nigerian voters have taken to the web to share their frustrations. Many have posted to Twitter denouncing the fact the country's political agenda is now dictated by terrorists and saying the country is showing itself to be weak. Others see the 6-week postponement as an admission of failure by the Lagos government and their president, Goodluck Jonathan, as it proves they've been unable to provide security for the people of Nigeria. The authorities' efforts on combating terrorism are indeed considered a fiasco by many Nigerians who are pessimistic for the future. Microbloggers have also been pointing out that the army has been trying to put a stop to Boko Haram for years and wonder what could possibly change in 6 weeks. Despite the wave of criticism over the delay, some have raised one positive aspect. Due to lack of resources and the current situation, 25 million Nigerians have yet to receive their voter cards. So they're hoping the extra weeks will be enough time for all the cards to be distributed and collected so everyone can exercise their right to vote. Fiji will soon have a new flag. The government has announced it will be removing the Union Jack from the flag and replacing it with a design that symbolises the Pacific nation, independent since 1970, and not former colonial power, Britain. A national competition to design a new flag is to be launched, with the aim of hoisting it on October 11th, the 45th anniversary of independence. News that sparked a lively debate online. Many have taken to Twitter questioning the merits of the move and challenging the change. The majority of critics say the people of Fiji should decide whether or not they have a new flag and are calling for a referendum. Others in Fiji are more than happy with the decision, saying it's an important step towards modernising the country and cementing national identity. Some web users are hoping the move will serve as an example to other nations and are urging Australia and New Zealand to follow suit, as their flags also feature the UK's Union Jack. The competition hasn't even launched yet, but a number of web users have already submitted their designs for Fiji's new flag. There are all sorts of designs doing the rounds online. Generally speaking, they're variations on the original flag, minus the references to Fiji's colonial past. Some, however, as we can see here, have sought inspiration from the logo used by the country's flag carrier airline, Fiji Airways. Web users the world over have been posting under the Mugabe Falls hashtag, poking fun at the 90-year-old president of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe, who fell down a staircase after addressing supporters at Harare Airport on Wednesday upon his return from the African Union Summit in Ethiopia. Photos of his tumble soon went viral despite attempts by the authorities to block them. And of course, we've been seeing all sorts of memes, parodies and photo montages ever since. 56-year-old Detroit man James Robertson hasn't had a car for the past 10 years. So he's had to walk 21 miles to work every day. After making the online headlines last week, web users started up a crowdfunding campaign on GoFundMe to buy Mr. Robertson a new car. And the campaign has proved hugely popular, raising over €250,000 in just a few days. Storm-chasing photographer Mike Hollingshead makes a living shooting and filming storms and tornadoes across the US. And to highlight the beauty of these meteorological phenomena, he's created a gallery of high-resolution animated GIFs. You can take a closer look at extremeinstability.com. As we can see in this video, Canadian stuntman Will Gadd doesn't scare easily. The extreme climber scaled the partially frozen Niagara Falls. He filmed his incredible feat with a camera attached to his helmet. Breathtakingly high footage, which you can watch via the GoPro YouTube channel.
Niagara Falls, yeah! How cool is that?